on of Mtho happens when a black child is still grappling with the basic human rights for free education. Again, ironically, as it was mentioned that our divisions were in the cold face of service delivery, we sometimes get locked in with the communities who are not actually happy about the pace of service delivery. When you interact with Mtho after such kind of incidences, he will just laugh at you to say, Baba, mina ngimizulu, angisabi mina, angisabi lutho. But into lengisabayo, COVID. Ironically, it's not COVID that took Mtho's life. Our divisions, as I highlighted, are in the cold phase of service delivery, where we constantly face the wrath of communities due to their frustrations on the delays with service delivery. Albert Einstein said, open quote, "The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive." In one word, Mtho was a man who gave. He gave much of his life to his work as a town planner, wherein we shared him with his family as he was spending most of his time in the office at work, assisting to eradicate and upgrade informal settlements in the city of Tshwane. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are gathered here to bid farewell to Mtho, I would like to speak in celebration of life well lived. Here was a life that demands notice. Though Mtho was a down-to-earth person who didn't like attention, a humble soul. To human settlements provision, Mtho was a town planner and an academic par excellence, who projected a life that exemplified brilliance, a life that inspired emulation, a life that bent so that others' paths were lit. The monthly project review meetings will never be the same without you, Mtho. You have left a void, though according to the law of nature, it doesn't allow a vacuum. We will miss your knowledge, your skills, professionalism, and expertise with regards to town planning issues affecting human settlements provision. Mtho was a good friend to many of us and a great colleague. We will miss those small talks regarding our glorious football club, Amakos, though at the moment they are not performing well. There will be no more shouting in the morning calling me Kosi. There will no longer be small talks concerning small-scale farming. Mtho loved farming. There will no longer be discussions regarding academic issues, cultural discussions about the beautiful mountains of the Drakensberg Mountains and the Bergville Mountains. The biblical discussions we had. Mtho was a living proof of how fine a person can be: a loving husband to his wife, a devoted father to his children, and a dedicated worker to his work. The character of the life he lived can be summed up in few words. He was sincere, earnest, and loyal. That was Mtho. To Mrs. Ntumba nabantwana, umndeni wonke wakwaNtumba, as human settlement provision, we would like to say, akuhlanga lokungehliyo. uNkulunkulu abe nani aninike amandla okuqhubeka lapho ubaba athine khona. Find comfort in the following words of the wisdom from the Bible. Be still and know that I am God, which is Psalm 46 verse 10. And also, God will never leave nor forsake you, Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. May the humble soul of Mthokozisi, the beautiful soul of Mthokozisi, continue to rest in perfect peace. Lala ngokolo indoda yakantumba. I thank you.
Thank you, Tatam Nkosi, for that wonderful, beautiful tribute. Colleagues, I would also like to make just a quick announcement. The MLC have requested to be excused for now. She's attending to the mayoral committee. She might come back, but if she doesn't, she's sending an apology to the family. Without wasting any time, I will now call on a representative from the office support, and I will call on Jumelo Kampe to also come and pay tribute.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is with sadness today to stand in front of all of you, because as I stand here with our colleagues, we are the support team of the whole department, and I'm here speaking on their behalf. I met Mthokozisi in 2018 in June when I started working in the division of policy and planning, which we work directly with Mthokozisi. Mthokozisi, we were also sitting in the same cubicle, and we used to call him Ubaba Wasekhaya or Ubaba Wasesentini, because that's that side where we used to sit. But before I can speak about Mthokozisi and celebrate his life, I would like to observe protocol. To the Speaker of Council, to our group head, our divisional head, colleagues, and the community at large, those friends of Mthokozisi. Lastly, the Ntumba family, who gave us the humble soul, a brother, Mthokozisi. Like I said, Mthokozisi, when you pass that side of his road, we'll call it, on the passage, you call it N1. And like when you pass by him, when you greet him, you say, Mthokozisi. You know, he used to call us Mthokozisi. Sometimes he will just say Dumza in his soft voice that he used to have. What I've learned from Mthokozisi is that he had respect, irrespective of your position. He didn't look at us like we are admin people or we are under the ladder of the organization. But he treated us all with respect. And also what I've learned from Mthokozisi is being humble. He didn't like attention like the other colleagues said. He was not the one of fame. But the way the events and activities of his death have happened, it will really show you that as a humble person, today we are celebrating him in this fashion. Mthokozisi was one family guy. You know, one day when we were working during lockdown, level 4, I think, I was so surprised to say, you know, a traditional man like Mthokozisi, a Zulu man for that matter, came with 2 boys in the office. And I asked him, how, Baba, are these your kids? And he said to me, Mthokozisi, I'm sorry, I'm not good with Zulu. I'm Tswana, by the way, so Zulu. But Mthokozisi, the boys were playing with their bags on the corridors. And for me, I was so shocked because I thought Zulu men are traditional in a way that they cannot babysit. But I saw that no, that man was very special actually. Mam Ntumba, you were very lucky to have Ubaba Ntumba. And Ubaba Ntumba left, he promised me insizwa yomZulu. The past week, 2 weeks before he passed away, we were just talking on the corridor. And I just shared with him to say, you know, recently I'm in love with Zulu music. Then he said to me, Tumza, when ufuni ntoka insizwa yomZulu wena. And then I said to him, no, Baba, I don't want insizwa yomZulu. But what I want to say to Ntumba, I have passed through that road of losing a husband. It's not an easy journey. But with God, I know that He will give you the strength. And God will never give you something that you can never handle. What I say, those kids of yours must give you the reason, and they must be your reason and your motivation for living. What I want to say to you, that they will grow and they will know their father as a fighter, as a humble soul, and they will remember him, for he had love for his family. I didn't know Mam Ntumba, but Ntumba was always talking about his family like all the colleagues have mentioned. And I knew that that man had love for his family. And to the Ntumba family, thank you for giving us that special guy who used to neutralize us as women. He was the only guy in our corridor. And as women, sometimes, you know, we will be talking. And there were so many issues that we will discuss with him, including polygamy and all those things outside work. We will just be casual and talk about other stuff. And he was so willing to engage. Even when we were not happy, or he will just calm us. He was the neutralizer of us all. So to the Ntumba family and friends and us as colleagues, I would like to give a word of encouragement from the book of Psalm 147 verse 3, which says, God heals the brokenhearted and binds their wounds. So He will bind all our wounds. And we will continue to say, hashtag justice for Mthokozisi. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Mthokozisi's colleagues.
A really emotional memorial service there for Mthokozisi. And it's at this point that we'd like to say thank you so much for watching for the past 3 hours.